Howdy, howdy, everybody. Just making some tea here before I do a little recording. And a little message on the tea bag says, trust creates peace. Now, maybe a few days ago, I might not really have been able to feel that or understand that, but today I can because of letting go and things that have come up in the past week for me that have really helped me align to my purpose and what I'm doing here with my music. You know, I've got a brand new song here that I wrote these last few days. It's called I'm Moving On. And I'm going to try and get some, I'm not going to try, I'm going to record the rhythm tonight with a couple of microphones here on the, you see them, the acoustic, and build it from there. I've also been noticing and really becoming aware of living from my heart space. And again, I'm really just now understanding what that really means to live from right here instead of logic or what everyone else is doing. I'm living from my heart right to my dream, the things I envision. And I'm kind of in a holding pattern right now in life, I guess you might say, but I'm back here doing this inner work that's the utmost important, because I know when this music hits, it's gonna hit and things are gonna change. You know, this is my life's work, and to see it all come to life from a thought to a thing, from everything it's taught me, and all the healing I've been able to do through music and art and speaking and just being. You know, the gratitude that I have today for these gifts is just, I can't put words on it, you know. It all comes down to just being your true self. And how do we get there? We have to unload things that we don't need. We need to let go of memories and things and people and places and situations. And dopamine hits is a new one that I've really become aware of. You know, short form content that zaps our energy. And I do a lot of studying on YouTube, but I also get sucked into some things that I've really had to become aware of. Little fly saying hello. But with all the noise out there, it's very important right now to really quiet your mind and quiet yourself and bring your nervous system down to ground and ground yourself and really let yourself and allow yourself to be and to relax. And I highly recommend doing some meditation. You know, start with something small if you're new to meditation. And your vocabulary with yourself is huge. Hopefully that's not a B. You know, how we speak to ourselves, how we look at ourselves in the mirror. This is all the magic. This is what I've found out. You know, every time in my life I've tried to point a finger at something outside of me because my life is this or that, it's a fly. He just said hello again. You know, it all points back to me in the mirror. And it's a practice and a patience and an allowance that takes what it takes to allow yourself to be you. Some things I've quantum leaped on, like drums, you know. I've had these things 4 months, and I'm gonna be releasing a song next week with drumming that I did, which is, it's teaching me right now, realizing that you can do anything you want to do if you allow yourself to do it. I allowed myself to be an instrument of the divine with the drums. I allowed myself to be an instrument of the divine with painting and in music in general and in my life in general. And it's just, the more I allow myself the peace, trust creates peace. Trust in your dream. Trust where you're going. Trust what you're doing. Trust what you're feeling. These emotions, I'm going to say it again, these emotions are the guidance system. Abraham Hicks talks about it all the time. And so does everyone else. We just all speak a little differently. We say things that somebody else might not understand or interpret wrong, but whatever. The point of this whole life is that we get to create it, co-create it with the source, God, whoever you want to call it, or don't call it. It doesn't matter. It's all energy, just like that light right above my head. You know, these are the greatest times to be alive. We have unlimited technology. We have unlimited information out there that's good. And we have the old ways of way back in the ancient times and the ancient folks that roamed this planet a long time ago. All that wisdom is starting to come to light. And it rings true today. If you read through the Bible, you read through the Gita or study the Tao or the Tao or whatever, or Think and Grow Rich or the Four Agreements. You know, I read through all these books and they all say the same thing. So you have to learn how to interpret it and understand the whole message, not just word for word. Because, you know, you got to understand, the Bible's a very old book, so is the Gita. I think the Gita is older. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But whatever. The point is, there's a lot of information out there to help you help yourself. And that's what this channel is all about. And I'm helping myself help myself, and therefore I get to share that with the world. And it just does make the world a better place. It's all in how we see everything. It starts in the mirror and it ends in the mirror. The only way to put out the fires is to stop to feed the fires. Starve them. Don't fuel them. Don't pay attention to it. We don't realize where our energy goes all day long, and it's everywhere. And the more we pull it back and focus, laser focus on ourselves and our passion and our purpose and what we're doing, our craft, this is the time to do it. Much love to y'all, and I'll see you soon.